Hey you guys, and welcome to my first episode by episode thing that we're doing. I guess we talking episode by episode so we can talk. We talk episode by episode. But for those of you who don't know, me and some people, and hopefully you, are going to be watching 2 episodes of Supernatural a week, and I will do videos discussing it. I even made notes while I was watching said thing. I made notes, me. I mean, not very good notes, apparently, because at one point I am refilming this because I couldn't read my handwriting, but I did write down some more questions as I talked and went along and things like that. So we are here and we are staying, but we are watching 2 episodes of Supernatural Week, not to get off topic. And I'm going to do videos discussing them. It's all going to be spoilers because, we've seen this show. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Then watch this video, or you can just wait until we're done, and I will do, if you haven't actually seen Supernatural and haven't made it an opinion whether or not to watch it, I'll be doing a non-spoiler review of it. So, yeah. So let's go on to, the first question. And my first thoughts about this episode is, I'm so glad that I decided to rewatch this show because, really, awesomeness. So many things that I've forgotten. It's just wonderful rewatching this first episode to see it play out all over again. I have a cough drop in my mouth, so sorry if I'm mumbled or something. Yeah, it was just awesome. My favorite. So let's start off with how it opens. So we open and we see this couple, and they're saying they're putting their baby down, and you see a little Sam baby and a little Dean boy, and they're joking, haha, family, go to sleep, wake up in the middle of the night. Mother thinks that the father's in there taking care of the baby, so she goes downstairs, sees the father sleeping, goes up, and you just hear her scream or something. Father gets up, he goes to check on the baby, and then he sees something dripping down onto the forehead of said baby, and he looks up, sees mother burning to death on the ceiling of the house. Not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing, but this is what he sees. He's yelling at him, and then, because he sees it on the ceiling at first, and then it bursts into flames, and he takes the baby. He runs, gets his other son. He tells his son to take the other boy outside. He's trying to save the mother, but I don't think he quite manages it. And he runs outside, grabs both the boys, and moves them farther away from the house as it goes up in flames. And then we get many years later, and the boys are grown up. And the baby, Sam, is in college, and we see him, and he's just going on about his life. And then in the middle of the night, some guy breaks into his house, and they get into a fight, and it turned out to be his bigger brother, Dean. And apparently his father has gone on a hunting trip, because this is what they call hunting supernatural elements. And they are, I don't know why I'm explaining this to you. You guys watched the show. Duh. They're hunting things. Because now this feels more of a review than anything. But, yeah. So, they're going to search things. But anyway, one of my favorite parts of this episode, I actually wrote it down, is when they're on the bridge, right? And they're hunting this monster. Okay. This woman in white, which we haven't gone to yet, but believe me, we will. And his car is revving up, and they're a few feet away, and Sam is just who's revving up your car, and he just holds up and Dean just holds up his keys. They look at each other, look back at the car, and then start running, because come on, wouldn't you? Apparently the ghost is taking control of the car, and that was funny. And my least favorite part of the episode was when Dean was covered in mud, and I just couldn't take it because it covered up all the hotness. No, I'm just playing. My least favorite part, was it's bad enough to watch the mother burn to death, but did you have to make Sam's girlfriend burn to death too? That was messed up, people. That was messed up. I'm just saying, it was messed up. Okay, so my next, the fake identities. I want to talk about the identities because they pretended to be U.S. Marshals. I always thought, why U.S. Marshals exactly? I mean, I'm pretty sure I got that right. So Don't most of them aren't most of them like in witness protection? I don't even know, but I just can't believe they pulled it off. Like, especially with what they were wearing and things like that. I'm just like, I'm pretty sure most people in police departments want. I know they showed an ID, but still, I'm not sure if I would trust someone dressed like them. Of course, Dean couldn't keep his mouth shut because he has a big mouth. Which brings us to the next thing: characterization. Okay, so we have Sam, who's like this cute little puppy dog, and he just doesn't want to be involved in this family hunter business at all, but he is just dragged back into it because his brother needs his help, or sort of needs his help, to like track down their father, who is currently missing, who has gone missing during a job. And Dean would like his help, and Dean's more like a bad boy, playboy kind of boy with, like, you know, with the heart of gold, who you just can't help but love. And and you know, we see their brotherly love and affection for one another kind of going on. They've just kind of been not talking because apparently Sam had like a huge fight wanting to go to college in the first place with their father, and he's just like, the father's like, you could never come back and things like that. And it was just like, what? Like, okay, we didn't see that part, but I'm just imagining how it went in my head. Okay. So that was interesting. And then we have like the monster, the ghost of the episode, which was the woman in white. Okay, so apparently the legend of woman in white is like, they get messed over by the husbands, right? I guess cheating or whatever. They go insanely crazy. Apparently in this one, she drowned her kids. Usually they, you know, just kill them. And then she jumped off a bridge, kills herself basically, and that is a woman in light. So like, they go insane, kill kids or whatever, and then kill themselves, and then apparently they come back as vengeful spirits who would kill cheaters. So you cheaters, beware! It could be really some woman in white coming to kill you. Sorry, it's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. I was just like, because I was thinking of like one guy who's in there, and like he like, the woman in white like stops, and I'm just thinking, she's a creepy person on the side of the road. Do not pick her up. Like, dude, seriously, what is wrong with you? Like, you have a girlfriend, just go back to her. And then we have the music talk, because who doesn't love the music in Supernatural? Like, I was just bouncing to it. I don't know what it is, but I liked it. Like, in the future episodes, I'll talk more about it. But like, this really started to sound like a review for like a second there. But yeah, it was really good. I really liking this. Those are some of my favorite and least favorite parts of the movie. And then one of my other favorite parts is one where they're like they discover like their father's hotel room. You guys remember that part? And like, they're both in there and they're looking around because he has like all this stuff up wall, but you can obviously tell he hasn't been for a while. And they're like apologizing to each other whenever. And Dean just turns to Sam and he's like, no chick flick moments, dude. And then they just call each other A's, asses, and bitches, and whatever. Like, sorry for the cursing, but like, you know, you guys know what I'm saying. Like, like, they're affectionate with it, and I love that. I love that relationship and everything that they got going on so far, and I can't wait to see how this progresses and watching it. And I sort of remember how it progresses, but I don't remember a whole lot, to be honest, to it. So then we have and I'm not sure how Dean and their father's relationship are, but we definitely know where Sam and the father relationship stands. Is like bad, but he's agreed to find him at least, and Sam really needs to get back home to go to college. And so by the end of the episode, they actually find like their father's journal or whatever, which is really important because he never goes anywhere out with it. And apparently he left some coordinates, and then you know, review again. So it's messed up. So when they go back to the college and you're thinking, oh, it's going to be sad because I don't know how they're actually going to pull this off with him in college. Are they just like going to come back all the time? And it's messed up because that's when, you know, we find that the girlfriend's dead on the ceiling. Like, what kind of messed up stuff is that? And then Sam just turned from like this little lovable puppy to like a straight vengeance. Like, he was like, he was ready to hunt. And we all know it by this point. It's the same person that killed the mom killed the girlfriend, and it's kind of like, well, maybe Sam is more like the father than we thought because he was ready to go after it, and the father hasn't found it all these years. So, yeah, so that's it. I think I've run out of topics to talk about. Yeah, I think I said what I'm looking forward to. Just seeing everything evolve that's going on. Sometimes I'm scared to say stuff because I've actually seen some of the other episodes, and so yeah. So I'm gonna list you guys some questions if you guys want to discuss this with me, and I'll also leave it list down below. But it's like what your first thoughts were, my favorite part, my least favorite part. I talked about that. I talked about the monster, the ghost of the episode. I talked about the music. I talked about the character progress. I didn't talk about character progression because there wasn't really a lot. Because like we see Sam go from like kind of mad to like to go like kind of soft and vulnerable to like mad a little bit, but that's only like at the very end, so it's like nothing I can really say. And Dean doesn't really change, and like my overall feelings is, of course, I'm loving rewatching it. It was like awesome, and I'm looking forward to rewatching them all. And I'll leave a list of things if you guys want to talk about. Tell me if there's any points that I missed that you think I should talk about in future videos, and tell me what were some of your favorite moments of this show. What were some of your least favorites? How do you find like the graphics? Because I know this is like really dark, especially there's just like this dark feeling of overtone in it, but I can still see everything, so that's great. It's like a movie except in a little less than an hour TV show. So tell me everything about your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will, or a video response. Would love to see your video response, and I will see you guys later. Bye.